We've all been there, that moment when you reach for your phone to make a call, only to find out that someone has blocked you. It's a curious and sometimes frustrating experience, raising questions like, what exactly goes on when you call someone who has blocked you? If you've ever found yourself pondering this conundrum, you're not alone. In this article, we'll take a closer look at the ins and outs of call blocking, offering insights into why people do it, what it means for your interactions, and the unexpected twists and turns that can arise when you encounter a digital roadblock. So, whether you're dealing with the mysteries of being blocked or just curious about how it all works, join us on this journey as we unravel the intriguing world of phone blocking and its real-world implications. With the increasing invasion of privacy in today's digital world, the call blocking feature on phones has become all the more prominent. But what technically happens when someone decides to block your number? There's a whole mechanism behind this seemingly simple action, which is worth exploring. If your number is blocked, your call essentially gets rerouted. The decision to block doesn't happen on your phone or even on the telecommunication tower closest to you. This action takes place in the back-end system of the telecommunications network, more specifically the inter-exchange carrier or long-distance carrier that carries the call from one place to another. When you place a call, the system queries the database to check if the receiving number has labeled yours as blocked. If the answer is affirmative, the system halts your call and you typically hear a message that your call cannot be completed as dialed. Contrarily, when a text message is sent from a blocked number, it actually continues its journey to the recipient's phone as if there's no restriction at all. However, when the message tries to surface on the recipient's phone, it stumbles upon the block list within the phone system. At this point, it's directed to nowhere, not the inbox, not the archive. It's certainly fascinating to understand these intricacies that make our digital communications more manageable and convenient. Clearly, the front-end simplicity often masks complex background workings. Introducing the perspective of the caller whose number has been blocked can provide some intriguing insights. When attempting to call a number that has blocked yours, the calling process appears to be normal from your end. The dialing tone may be heard and the call may seem. However, one telltale sign of being blocked is the call getting immediately transferred to voicemail. This instant redirection often indicates that your number is saddled with an unwelcome status on the other end. The absence of an official notification structure for blocked callers is attributed to privacy concerns, ensuring the block recipients remain uninformed about their altered communication status. Exploring further, if you've been blocked, attempts to relay text messages can prove unfruitful as well. An adept techno enthusiast may note that when sending a text to a number that's blocked yours, the delivery status typically appears as delivered. However, this can be misleading, as the delivery status only confirms that the message made it to the recipient's mobile carrier and not necessarily to the individual's device. This assessment process is automated, and the emission of delivery feedback is similar to the calling scenario, a privacy safeguarding measure to protect the blocker. Delving into the technical aspect, when a number is cordoned off or blocked, the incoming calls or text messages are intercepted and discarded by the recipient's telecom carrier. The number is referenced against an established block list maintained on the network or device level. Calls are consequently rerouted to a voicemail service, and text messages silently vanish into the binary oblivion. The undiluted efficiency of this call/text blocking tech, working inconspicuously to manage our digital communications, once again illustrates technology's omnipotent role in structuring and streamlining our day-to-day interactions. Diving deeper into technology's undying influence, it's interesting to look at the strange limbo where tech and human interpersonal relations cross paths. We've explored the mechanics behind call blocking, but what about the evidence at the positive end? What are the indications that signify you've been given the digital cold shoulder? One primary sign someone has decided to sever virtual ties is the repeated, instant call diversion to voicemail. However, don't leap to conclusions, as this can often denote a switched-off phone or zero signal. Parallelly, if a textual strike goes unanswered and delivery reports don't play along, there's a tangible drum of suspicion beating. Dutiful notice, delivery reporting isn't a foolproof ally to claim blockage. Just as with rerouted calls, messages can also fall into technical chasms and remain undelivered. Exploring the technological machinations hidden from a blockie's prying eyes, blocked calls and text messages are indeed intercepted, very much like a classified The telco universe acts swiftly and mutely to shunt these blocked communications to become non-existent. However, due to privacy regulations and respect for user confidentiality, the technological ecosystem remains tight-lipped, bequeathing no information to the blocked caller. Therefore, while the signs are present, they are not lit up with neon lights, leaving confusion in their wake. The interplay between technology and social interaction remains a complex labyrinth, a digital dance, where we play catch with nuances and interpretations. A fascinating spiel where human emotions nestle within the cold, rational structure of code. Overall, the mechanisms and outcomes associated with call blocking are intricately tied to the technology and interplay of factors related to the respective communication platforms. Some signs may indicate that you've been blocked, but the possibility of being subject to the whims of unpredictable technology disorders must not be dismissed. While the capacity to block calls has been an empowering tool for personal communication autonomy, finding oneself on the wrong end of it can be less than desirable. Developing some literacy around this feature not only equips users to better utilize it but also to troubleshoot accurate communication mishaps or interpret disconcerting signs of silence. Through gaining clarity on how call blocking works, we're reminded of technology's dual role in enhancing our connections and facilitating our disconnect.